Hello, everybody. Good evening. I know this is kind of strange you seeing me on Friday night, but uh, we wanted to be spontaneous tonight and come on, and we got a great question related to our video today on ministry of the marketplace. And so the question is from Chianna, who is one of the subscribers, one of our faithful subscribers here at YouTube, and she's also one of the members of Renaissance. Hey, Yolanda, good seeing you. Thanks for joining us tonight. And so she is also the one of our member ministers in the Renaissance Prophetic Network, and so she asked the question, and I decided at the last minute to just come on and answer the question. And so, if any of you have any questions, as I see a few of you are coming on, hey Deborah, if you got any questions relative to ministry and the marketplace, then you can ask your questions, and I will answer them. And I only plan on being on for about 30 minutes because unfortunately, I got to go to work in the morning. We've got a staff meeting, so thankfully I don't have to be there all day. So I've got to get up early and be at work. But here's the question from Chianna, and I hope she shows up. I don't know if she's still on YouTube, but she asked this question less than an hour ago. It might have been a little longer. I don't know about that. But hey, everybody. Hey, Shayla. Hello, C Knows. I think your name is Cynthia. And hello, Yolanda. And hello, Deborah. And thanks for joining us. So here's the question. Okay, from Cheyenne. And again, this is related to the video that I did earlier today, where I was talking about coaching in the area of ministry and the marketplace. That's one of my coaching programs. So let me say, if you are in ministry, but you feel a pull toward the marketplace, ministry, of course, is how we serve God and serve the people of God with our gifts, with our callings. Uh, and there are different types of ministries, vocational ministry, ministry in the congregation, ministry to God, which is the highest level of ministry. But the marketplace is a place for business. And so, where many of us, and I'm one of them, and so I'm sort of like, this is my life because I'm in ministry as an apostle and an apostolic mentor and an apostle who flows in the prophetic. That's my ministry function. But then in the marketplace, I'm a content creator, a writer, a publisher, and a coach. Okay. And so what I do in the marketplace is very different from what I do in ministry. All right. So here is Cheyenne question. She said, if your product service has a ministry quality and you are in the marketplace because it is a product, the approach is still business and tactics, correct? Okay. So let me answer that first because it's actually a twofold question. And you are correct, Cheyenne. Okay. Now, here's the thing, because many of us are in ministry or because many of us are believers, most of our products will have that service. You can use the word ministry or you can use a more general word such as service, because see, really the purpose of anything you do, if you are advancing it or you are sharing it or you're creating it for an audience or for a people, then you are creating a service. All right. So and so most of what you do, if you are in ministry, it will have that, what Cheyenne calls a ministry quality. One of the challenges that we face in navigating between ministry and the marketplace is using appropriate terms and words that define where we are. Okay. So whereas ministry is what we do in the congregation, or what we do in the church, or in the community of believers, it's how we serve God and serve his people. That's ministry, right? But in the marketplace, we're using the word of service, or product, or program, or content. Okay, and so a big part of making a change where we are the ones who understand the change. See, one of the things I believe is that if I know the change, if I know the difference between my ministry and my marketplace, and I'm operating in that, then there's no confusion in me, and I don't communicate confusion to either those that I serve in ministry and those who are my clients and my customers. Okay. Now, most people can't tell the difference. A lot of people that I've done business with in the marketplace, they know me as an apostle, as a preacher, as a teacher of the word, and they pretty much think, in their minds, they're thinking that I'm actually doing ministry when I am not. And so you have to be clear in terms of what you are presenting. You have to be the first one to be clear in terms of what you are presenting. All right. So even if what you're doing has the quality of of ministry, or it looks like ministry and it is not, because you're in the marketplace. And what is the difference between ministry and the marketplace? And we talk about that in the video. And this is, in ministry, we are serving people and we are bringing people to Jesus. We're bringing people to the Lord. That is what ministry is. In the marketplace, we're bringing products and programs to customers and clients for purchase, for exchange. Okay. And of course, it should be more than about making money, but making money is a large part of what we do in the marketplace. All right. I can't give away my products in the marketplace, or else I'm going to what, go broke, or my business will fail. All right. So we have to have an understanding of difference. What is the difference? If so even though you are a minister, and I'm not saying pull off, you don't pull off being a minister. I'm still an apostle in the marketplace. I just don't operate as an apostle in the marketplace. I'm a business owner. I'm a content creator. Okay. I'm connecting with people in the expectation that they will come to trust me, and they will purchase my products, or they will sign up for my classes. They will join my academy. Okay. And they will become consistent uh, purchasers of what I'm offering. And so that is what, thank you. Thank you again. Thank you again, Knowles, your for your encouragement. All right. So ministry. So if you're functioning in ministry, all right, you gotta separate. And I'm not talking about you separating yourself, but you gotta separate what you do in ministry and what you do in the marketplace. All right. And so that separation comes from you being able to define your product, or define your ministry, understand your purpose in your ministry versus your purpose in the marketplace. And okay, and so also you got to know, where does this fit? Okay, because right now what I'm doing is right now what I'm doing is, this is marketplace, because my whole purpose is to communicate marketplace to you. But most of what I do on this channel is ministry. And so I have to understand, even if the people who are watching my videos, or they're visiting my website, or they're purchasing my product, they may not have an understanding, but I have to have that understanding, and I have to keep communicating that. Okay. So C knows. I wish I knew your first name, but says, should I have two separate cards? Not necessarily, because one of the things I believe is you have to be the brand. Okay. So even if you have a business and a ministry, okay, because my business is River Life Publishing, Creative Awakenings Academy. Those are my two business entities. All right. But then my ministry is Renaissance Prophetic Network. Well, here's the thing. I am the brand. And so these these businesses and ministry, they flow out of my identity. Okay. And so when you make yourself the brand, then you're presenting, even though you're presenting, you should present what you do in different streams. You should talk about what is business, and you should talk about what is ministry, and but you make yourself the brand. You become the center, okay? Because what happens if the it changes? What happens if your business change, your name change? When I started my publishing company in 2009, it was Bolton Publishing. And then a few years later, the Lord moved me to change it to River Light Publishing, but it was still my business. When I, when I started my academy, Creative Awakenings Academy, and we just went through a second name change. And so your business or your ministry may change. When I started operating in the apostolic grace on my life, I started a fellowship, Watching on Walls Fellowship. And then in 2021, the Lord put Watching on Walls down, and He raised up Renaissance. All right. And so a lot of times the names may change, but as long as you are the brand and you're the central, you're the central figure, then you don't need two cards. Okay. You just simply present everything from you. All right. All right. So that's my answer to Chianna's question. And does anyone else have any questions before we move on? All right. Yolanda says yes. Yes? Where does this fit? Okay. Can you be a little more specific, Yolanda? Okay. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right. Okay. Now listen, here's the thing. If you're looking for a coach, and again, so I coach in ministry in the marketplace. All right, but I mentor in ministry. So, but if you're looking for a coach and you need some help navigating, you need some help with the definitions, defining what you do, you just need that type of help. I'm going to go ahead and put my business website here. I'm typing it in, and you can contact me. And what you can do is 847. I will have I'll do a strategy session with you. It won't cost you anything, and we can talk about your needs and what do you need. So just write me at this email. I also have I do have. Let me see if I can pull this up right quick. All right, because I do have a website where we are talking about the coaching that we offer. Okay, and so I'm going to go ahead and put that up as well. All right. Uh, let's see, Yolanda. I don't do ministry counseling. What I do in the network that I lead, um, I do mentoring. Okay. Counseling is more pastoral. I hope that makes sense. And since I'm not a pastor, I don't do counseling. I do offer mentoring. And if you were a member of my network, then you would be, you would have opportunities to be mentored by me. And I do mentor in ministry. And there are, right now, Deborah Poole is one of the members of our network, and she's one of my mentees. And so mentoring for me is more apostolic, because what I'm doing is I'm pouring into my mentees. I'm really pouring into their lives and helping them to discover who they are, to grow, mature, and so I'm doing a lot of equipping and such as that. But I don't do counseling because I believe that that's the function of a pastor. Okay, so if you're interested in, and coaching is different from mentoring. Because coaching is different, because mentoring is more long term, and mentoring is more about helping you discover your identity in Christ. Okay, whereas coaching is more skill based, it's more results based, and so when I'm coaching a person, I'm trying to help them find their niche, help them succeed, and all of that. Okay, all right. So if you're interested in being a part of the network, uh, and we've had several conversations, Yolanda, and I don't want to put out what you wrote me in an email, but if you are ready to learn more about the network, just email me. Okay, just send me an email, and we'll get together and have a discussion. All right, but if you're interested in coaching, you can you can email me at createwealth847@gmail.com, or you can go to my Gumroad page, and there I have the description of the coaching session and the cost, and so you can go and check that out. All right. All right. So listen, I appreciate y'all for being on. It's 10 minutes after 10. I'm gonna be going to bed soon. So you all have a great night. Hopefully you don't have to go to work at you don't have to be at work at 7 o'clock in the morning. And enjoy Shabbat. Tomorrow is Shabbat, and it is a day of rest and a day of celebration. We have come to the end of another week. I hope you've had a prosperous week. These 6 days has been prosperous, and you have advanced, and you've done everything that you wanted to do. I wish I could say that. I'm still behind in some of the assignments that I gave myself, but thanks be to God, I have another week. All right. So thank you all for joining us. Good night. Shalom. Okay, Yolanda. Well, all right, all right. So just reach out to me, Yolanda, and we'll we'll set up a conversation on Zoom. Okay. Thank you, Knowles. Thank you for participating tonight. Shalom, everybody.